Today's art activity is inspired by Sarah Grove's song Roll to the Middle and Gottman's Love Maps. Started by brainstorming some of the actions, activity, history, high and low marks with my parents' marriage and a few ways that those intersected, dividing them and bringing them back together. Then I grabbed some collage images that made me think of those things again in a new light, or seemed to represent some of those pieces of information on their timeline, and let that inspire some of the other thoughts and some color combinations with the water-soluble crayons or crayons, and started writing more details, more memories, thoughts, prayers, songs that came to mind, lessons I've learned from them, a few facts about their marriage. I spun off the Fiddler on the Roof song and customized it for their upcoming anniversary and said, "Do you love me after 45 years? I think I do." Anybody has seen that song? Lots of fun. So after I wrote, I added a little bit of water with a paintbrush and smeared the water-soluble crayons onto the background. And here I am taking, I thought I was grabbing tissue paper, but I'm pretty sure it's wax paper now that I look at it, and a permanent micro pen, and started tracing last year's Christmas card family photo to put on one of the cardstock sections for this collage. I also used a footprint paper stamp. And word to the wise on that, if you want it to look like you have alternating footsteps, make sure you turn that paper punch different directions so that you have matching pairs of footprints of the same pattern if you want. And I just started collaging with gloss gel medium because I've got lots of that on hand. It's not my favorite medium, but it works as a great glue and gives it a nice shine like a greeting card has. And then up at the beginning, on the first section of their love map, I decided to add a second pair of footprints since there's two people merging into this marriage. When it was all dried, I flipped it over and trimmed off the extra collage pieces that had gone over to the edge, and then I grabbed color corresponding threads and wanted to have a few different color strands, one to represent my mom, one to represent my dad, one to represent the Lord in there. And I started putting it through, and if you have sensitive fingers, you might want to get a thimble for that part. It was a little hard to go through the layers of collage, gel medium, and cardstock. And then also I realized as I had been stitching those two pieces together, it got a little bit tight, so I loosened it up. So make sure you leave yourself plenty of thread so that the card can open and close and not bind itself together too much. But I liked the idea of stitching things together because their story is stitched together piece by piece, step by step, activity by activity, choice by choice. Good times and hard times, it all works together to create this cool thing that they have built over 45 years, and it's awesome to celebrate that. And then I went back with a light colored green thread, just a single one. I liked the color pop that gave, and I crisscrossed that over to represent the Holy Spirit working in their life through all of it, whether they were intentional about it or not. God's always working when they were single, when they were together, when things were good, when things were bad. And then I decided that I wanted to grunge it up a little bit because 45 years and a whole adventure, that map gets worn, right? So I added stamps with musical notes for my mom and words. My dad sent lots of cards as part of their courting, and they did a lot of talking and understanding, which is really what helped bind them together. And I decided to decorate the envelope, and we'll send that off in the mail for their anniversary. We've got some great guests coming up in the next couple weeks. Hope you'll be able to join us for those as well.